Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing this gorgeous, like winged out, dramatic, smoky-ish look using the Natasha Denona Glam palette every time a new palette comes out. So here I am. I'm a little bit late because I know this did come out a little bit ago, but I'm recreating this look in this little like packaging thing. I mean, granted, this look is a lot more smokier than my look, but I kind of like did a little twist. So yes, I hope you guys enjoyed, and let's get into it. Alright guys, we're going to start off by priming our eyelids. I'm going to go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Eye Primer. For priming, I'm going to go in with my Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder. What I'll be using is the Luxie 233 Large Fluff, and I'm just going to go ahead and tap. I'm going to also tap my brows. As you guys know, like I pick up Natasha Denona palettes almost like every single time. They're one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes ever. They are a little bit on the pricier side. However, this is the $65 palette. And I think that if you want to spend money on a very amazing eyeshadow palette, the $65 Natasha Denona palettes are really amazing to start with if you like want to just try out her palettes. Also, she has like $25 ones, which comes with 5 shades, so that one's really amazing too. And she has like different shades and variety. Why does it sound so weird? Different shades of the mini 5-pan eyeshadow palettes. This one right here is kind of I think she like made this palette for those who don't know where to put the eyeshadow. So the names are kind of like named after where you should be putting these shades. For example, I'm trying to find an easy way to hold this. For example, this one right here says blend, crease, transition, smoke, center eyelid, outer eyelid, center eyelid. So it really helps you if you're new with eyeshadow and you just don't know where to put the shades because you're a little bit overwhelmed. This palette is really great because it kind of tells you like where you can put the eyeshadow, kind of just like seeing where you want to put specific shades and so on. So I really want to do a look on this like little picture here on this model. It's super gorgeous and I think it's like very pretty. So I really want to do a look on this look right here. Let's get started. I'm gonna go in with my JH30 and I'm going to take the first shade that's named Blend, which is, it's so hard to hold this palette, which is this really pretty transition shade right here. I'm just going to start in the center and start going back and forth. This is what it looks like so far for the Blend shade. I'm going to go in with another brush. I'll be taking the R38 from Morphe. I take this shade right here, Crease. And some of these shades, the palettes in this shades in this palette are a little bit more cool tone than what I'm used to using, but they're still very gorgeous and I still want to try it out and use it. So I'm going to apply this to the crease and focusing in the outer corners first. And also what's really nice and cool about Natasha Denona, if you follow her on the Natasha Denona Instagram is where I follow her, she does a lot of tutorials and a lot of like step-by-step and short videos on how to use her eyeshadow palettes. So in cases where you don't know how to use her shades or like how you want to, you know, create a look, if you go to her Instagram, she's very helpful and she gives like a decent amount of like examples and like instructions on how to create the look using her palettes, which is really nice. She does them for her like palettes that are $129 to like the $25 palettes, which I think is super amazing that she does that because it helps her consumers, her customers know what to do, what to create, and kind of like the different ways that they can create different looks. So I think that's a really cool thing that as an owner she's very like not collaborative, but like she's very hands-on with everything. So that's really awesome. I like to watch those videos too just to get inspiration and see like where is she putting those shades, how do I achieve this look, because all of her looks like that little card I just showed are so amazing and so pretty. I take my Morphe M433 and I'm going to take the shade Smoke right next to Blend and smoke out the outer corner. And I think for this card right here, she doesn't really take the smoke shade that into the inner corners, or like into the middle of the eye. So I'm just going to leave it to the outer corners, and then whatever I have left on the brush, I will blend it inwards just to give it a little bit of depth. Kind of like blended it a little bit too in, but that's okay. She does have the model does have a different eye shape than I do, so it is going to look slightly different. Blend shade again just a little bit and blend out harsh lines. I'm going to apply the lid shade, and I'm not quite sure which one she used. I'm going to go ahead right here, center eyelid, and apply it to the center of my eyelid. I'm going to use my fingers. Wow, that is really soft. And I'm going to pat, so I'm going to, if there is fallout, there won't be that much. And I'm going to apply the shimmery shade a little bit higher than my crease. The shade is so pretty. This is such a pretty gold shimmer shade. Do you see that? It's so gorgeous. It's like a kind of a cut crease, but not really, because you can, it's not that blended. It doesn't look that blended, at least. Kind of. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to go back with the smoke shade using Morphe M433 and tap where the gold shade and my smoke shade meet, so that we can blend it. I'm then going to go back with my JH30 with the blend shade and blend. I do want to slightly blend my gold shade though, just the tiniest bit. ColourPop shader brush. I love using this brush to like blend because it kind of is a 217 type brush, so it gets right in there. This is the this is M505. I'm going to go in with the blend shade and ever so slightly bring it into the inner eyelid. Really like how this turned out. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and just blend a little bit more in the outer corners. I'm going to blend the smoke shade inwards. I do actually, like, they kind of have like a little wing here. I'm scared to attempt the wing look, but let's try like maybe like a small wing. This is the JH43. I'm going to take the lash line shade right here and stamp it. It looks like she's only done it in the outer corners, so we're just going to do that there. So slightly, and I'm going to wing up that baby wing. I don't usually do wings, so I don't feel like they fit my eye shape. Like, I loved doing wings when I was younger. I look really weird with them on now. So we're going to move on to the complexion. I'm going to add a little bit of glow using my Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Champagne Pop. Using my It Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Complexion Brush, I'm going to apply that. Apply the highlighter using this brush. I'm going to spritz my Beauty Blender with a little bit of the 4-3 Beauty Mist. Can't talk. And for foundation today, I'll be using my Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation. I'm going to mix two shades, 230 and 320. I haven't used both of them in so long. It's like one of my favorites. 230 is a little bit too light. 320 is a little bit too deep. That's my tan shade. And apply it with my Sigma F60 foundation brush. Take my Smashbox blurring foundation brush and blend. I go in with my Beauty Blender, take a little bit of the foundation and just blend everything in. Of course, my concealer I'll be using to correct is my NARS Radiant Creamy and Ginger. Going to also take this time to clean up that mini wing that we did. If I am breaking out, I'm going to just apply concealer. Blended out the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and I fixed up the eyeliner, like the eyeshadow liner that I did. I'm just working to blend out a little bit more. Is apply some cream bronzer. This is the Huda Beauty Tantour Contour in Light. Where's that brush? I've been really liking using the Morphe G4. I don't know if they have this collection still, but I'm gonna be very careful because the Huda Beauty one is very pigmented. So I'm just gonna hold back my hair, and you want to pat. See, I used this brush is a little bit bigger than what for that, so let's see. Okay, I'm going to use this Morphe E50, and we're gonna blend that back out. I know I shouldn't be blending down, but it's fine. Move everything. And I take my beauty blender. I'm going to take my Morphe E28 to blend right here. And highlight, I'm using my Kosas concealer. This is a number 2. I really like this one actually. If you're into clean makeup brands, Kosas is clean. And I really want to brighten this up. Hydrating concealer too, like my personal opinion. So if you have like dry under eyes or you're looking for a more hydrating concealer, you can definitely pick this one up. Now I'm going to bake using my Hourglass Veil Translucent Powder, making sure that everything is blended, no creasing. As I mentioned in my other videos, I like to pat in the powder now before I go ahead and like bake. The only thing that I dislike about the Hourglass powder is that you have to always close it back and like open it again and like shake it, I mean, because I don't know. Because the amount that comes out is supposed to be like the perfect amount, but I bake, so their perfect amount is not enough for me. We're going to set the face. I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder using my JH11. And I'm going to pat first wherever I have not baked. And to pat dust off the Hourglass powder. I like to leave it on a little bit longer because I crease under my eyes and this prevents it. Cover FX Monochromatic Bronzer Duo in Sunkissed Bronze. This one right here. Just taking the matte shade for now. Like maybe I'll take the shimmer shade in a bit. The Morphe M527. Alright my friends, now we're going to contour. I'm going to use the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm going to take a little bit of each of the contour shades. I haven't used this in a long time. And we're just going to pat. I like to have like defined cheekbones, as we all know. So hot in my room. Okay, I'm gonna apply some blush. This is the Hourglass Lighting Blush Quad. It's the Ghost one that they launched last holiday. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of these two. If she is wearing blush, then it's like pretty like nudish. So I'm just gonna mix a little bit of both. This is the Sonia Kashuk brush. And I'm going to just blend ever so slightly. Alright you guys, I'm back. I have some lashes on. These are the KoKo Lashes Goddess. I was going to use something else, but since I did like a little wing, I thought like the flare would be really pretty. So let's move into smoking out the lash line. I applied some tight line, which is using the Marc Jacobs Highliner in brown Earthquake. I didn't apply anything in the eyeliner waterline itself because it looks like she's wearing like a nude eyeliner. It's like kind of bright under there, but I can't find one, so I'm not going to do that. But I am going to smoke out using the lash line shade right here, using the same JH43. I'm going to connect it to, and she does connect hers because it's like such a thick wing that she has. But we're not going to do the thick wing, we're still going to connect it though. And out, I'm going to use the JH44 just to blend this out first. Apply the inner corner highlight. I can't tell which one she used. Oh, there's only one. So I'm assuming it's this one right here. And I'm gonna take my Morphe JH42. Apply some highlight. I'm gonna be using the Makeup by Mario Master Crystal Reflector. In the shade, what shade is this? I can't tell. Oh, Citrine. This is the golden one. It's so, so, so pretty. Look. I think it'd look really nice with this look. Hopefully it's not too, like, whoops. It's not too, like, doesn't show up too gold. Looks like it might. Okay, let's see. Wow, that is gorgeous. I don't think I'll put this on my nose though, because it's a little like yellowish. To use is the Artist Couture Illuminati Diamond Glow highlighter. Let's just go over top of that. The Hourglass Ambient Lighting Powder in Diffused Light. Taking my powder brush, gives me that ethereal glow. What I do now is set my brows using the Sephora Clear Brow Gel, Sephora Collection Clear Brow Gel. Spritz the face using 4th-Ray Beauty Mellow Mist. I went ahead and applied some mascara on my lower lashes. I am using L'Oreal Shocking Extensions. Yes, I don't know why. I said it so weird. Okay. Now for the lips, I kind of want it to be similar to what she has, kind of like a muted brown mauve color. I'm going to line my lips using Love Bite by Morphe. Then I'm going to take my Dose of Colors Liquid Lip and Heartbreaker. I like really lined my lips. I'm then going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Very Victoria lipstick. It kind of matches, maybe, I don't know, but we're going to try it. I'm just going to like blot it on though. Can you tell? Alright you guys, this is the end of my tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and follow me on my social channels, and I'll see you guys in my next one.